And then you have to weave everything beautifully together and create a beautiful paragraph in English. And you can speak that out loud. It's like you're thinking in English, doing your speaking practice, and you're also strengthening your sentence formation in English too. Hi everybody, how are you all? Hope you're doing great and welcome back to another session of learning English with me. Today, we all are going to think in English. Yes, you heard me correct. We are going to think in English in this particular lesson. So we are not going to just look over the technique. That is, I'm not just going to explain you the technique, but today's lesson is a lesson where I'm going to tell you each and every element, and you are going to think in English right here with me right now in this lesson. And this is going to help you develop your ability to think in English a lot. So how to actually think in English with complete demo, the whole lesson is here for you. Are you ready? Well, I'm Shivangi Gupta, your CELTA certified English language tutor, certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK. And you're watching Speak English with Shivangi. Before beginning, please subscribe the channel because you get one English video lesson every day on this channel. Also like the video and share it with your friends too. Now coming back to the lesson. Today we are going to think in English using a picture. So remember I was telling you 3 different techniques of thinking in English where I also told you about picture description. So today I'm going to do this with all of you with the help of a picture. We are going to think in English. Now pictures are basically moments that are captured, situations that are captured. Now let's look at the picture that I have selected for you today. It's on the right hand side. Okay, so this is the picture. As you can see, pictures are great because they capture a real life moment. And when you look at a real life moment, there are lots and lots of things that you can tell about that particular moment. It has a huge opportunity to think about various situations, aspects, and to think in English. Now, what we are going to do today. With this picture, we are going to take 3 stages of thinking in English. First of all, we are going to think about 3 things, okay? Whenever we look at a picture, we are going to think about 3 things. Thing number 1, that is the people who are there in the picture. So as many people as you can recognize, you need to recognize whether they are the main character of that picture or whether they are in the background, doesn't matter. Identify the people, what they might be doing, who they are. Identify the people in the picture. Okay. Now number 2 is the background, the place. They might be at a particular place. Wherever they are, you need to recognize, observe the background, the surrounding, where they are. So that is the surrounding or the background of the picture. Number 3 is the action. You have to recognize what is going on, what is the situation, what are they doing in a picture. So these are 3 points we need to think about during each stage. Now there are going to be 3 stages. Stage number 1 is thinking in words. We will recognize words, individual words. Now we are going to recognize words on various parameters that I'm going to tell you when we will be doing this activity now in the lesson. After that, stage number 2 is thinking in sentences. We will be thinking in sentences. We will be forming sentences related to that picture, whatever you can observe. You'll make sentences with me in English. Stage number 3 is the advanced stage where you have to think in paragraph. Now continuously you have to describe the complete situation in a paragraph. Rather than analyzing different elements, you need to combine everything all together in the stage 3, in the paragraph stage. That is, you have to describe the whole picture in one go. Combined as a joint, not different elements combined. You have to combine all the information together in a presentable way. So are you ready for the lesson? Let's begin. First of all, before beginning, this is the picture. Once again, see the picture on the right hand side. Take a minute and observe every minute detail. Pay attention to the every detail that is there in this picture. The background, the people, whatever you can recognize, try to recognize it. Take 1 minute, you can pause the video, take a minute and observe the picture so that you're able to think in English and do all the tasks in the 3 stages with your complete ability. Okay, if you want more time, you can pause the video. We will move forward with the lesson now. Thinking in words. Remember the stage number 1. We are going to work on the stage number 1 right now. That is thinking in words. Now we have to recognize 3 parameters. We have to recognize all the words according to 3 parameters. Okay. You can recognize who are there in the picture, the people. So as you can see in this picture, there is a woman and a child. What more? What else can you say? What words can you think about in English? A lady, a mother, a kid. So what more words can you think about the child? The synonyms probably. You can say a boy, a little one, little boy, son. It can be a mother-son duo. Duo is basically a pair of 2 people. So mother-son duo, little child. So these are the words related to just 2 people. Can you see so many words we have listed? Now let's focus on the background. So point number 2 on which you need to think about is the background, where they are sitting or where the place they are in right now. So as you can see, as you can observe, there's a table, chair, open book, bowl, whisk. It appears as a dining room, or you can say sitting room, living room. All are synonymous. You can call it a dining room, a sitting room, maybe some kind of living room. As you can see, there are some shelves behind the lady. Shelves. There are bottles on the shelves. There is a picture frame, a plant behind the lady, a huge window on the right hand side, and then there is a basket. Because the picture is a bit blurry, you can either call it a vegetable basket or a fruit basket. Countertop. So the place that is made where you keep all these things in a kitchen or in a room, sitting room, is known as a countertop. So it's kept on a countertop. Can you see so many words we have taken out from the background too? So many words. Now you can think about some kind of emotions, actions they are doing. Maybe you can think about the color. You can add color with all the words. Maybe add some adjectives. So let's start. What they are doing. What are they doing? Parameter number 3. Baking, cooking, reading. As there is a book open, we can probably say they're reading. Enjoying, excited, happy, something related to emotion. What else can you say? Positive, peaceful. It looks kind of peaceful, positive, the way this mother and son duo, they are so engaged in their activity. Daily routine, maybe they do this on a daily basis. Whisking, or you can say whipping. As you can see, there is batter in the bowl, the big bowl. Now let's add some details to these words. Okay, big bowl, big black bowl, cake batter, whisk, dining table set, happy mother, excited son. So we are adding some kind of adjectives and more details to these words. Okay, now we have covered the words. We have thought about the individual words, whatever is going on in this picture. Now we have to frame sentences. We are moving towards the stage 2, that is sentence making related to this complete picture. Now once again, whatever you have written, whatever words you have covered with me, you can pause the video. If you're able to find more words, awesome, do write them, try to find more words. You can take your time, pause the video here if you want more time. So observe, revise all the words, and then we are going to do some sentence making activity, the stage number 2. So I hope you have analyzed everything. Now we are coming back to the lesson. Stage number 2. Let's start with the sentences. Again, let's start with who they are, who the people are, the background, the action they are doing. 3 parameters. Okay, number 1. There is a woman in the picture. She's sitting with her son. The son is looking at the bowl. She is whisking some batter. They are sitting in a huge room. The room looks airy and full of light. The big window pane on the right hand side is allowing lots and lots of sunlight to enter the room. The bottles kept on the shelves behind the woman looks beautiful. There are some fruits scattered on the table. A beautiful vegetable basket or a fruit basket is kept on the countertop behind the woman. What else? What more can we think about? Okay, let's try to form more sentences. There's a huge plant kept behind the woman. The mother and the son duo looks excited and happy. It appears that they are enjoying and they're having a great time. This is a very homely and beautiful picture. Okay, so these are the sentences that we framed. If you have more sentences in your mind that you can frame, if you are able to create more sentences, congratulations, that's excellent. So try creating more sentences. Now this will help you think in English, like what we did, thinking in individual words, thinking in sentences. Whenever you think in English regarding a situation, next time you face that situation in real life, you will start thinking in English. So you are conditioning your brain to think in English. You're conditioning your brain to think about English words, English sentences related to a situation. So every time thinking in your native language, you think in your native language and then translate. So this problem of translating and this problem of not able to quickly think in English and quickly form sentences about something, that will reduce. So this activity helps a lot in order to make your mind and your memory comfortable in English language. So slowly and gradually you become comfortable with the English language, like you become adapted to English in any kind of situation. So you know that what you need to say, what you need to do in English in a particular situation. So these were the 2 stages, the very basic word stage, intermediate, sentence stage. Now we are moving towards the advanced stage. Before moving towards the advanced stage, you need to listen to my instructions really carefully because this is going to be intense. Now we have formed sentences. They were individual sentences on this particular picture. Now for the advanced stage, we will not analyze everything individually. We have done the individual analysis of each and every element, of colors, of quality, what is going on, everything. Now the thing is that the major challenge is to combine everything all together and consider this as a situation. Now do not describe it as a picture. Think about it as a situation. Try to form some kind of story around it. Try to form a paragraph like what might be going on at this particular moment. If this was a real life situation, what could be the story? What must have been happening? I'm gonna give you the example which will help you analyze. I'm gonna form a paragraph with you right now, so do not worry, it will give you an idea. But how you're going to form the paragraph and what you need to keep in mind while forming that paragraph is important. So you need to consider this picture as a situation now, as a real life situation, and you need to combine all the elements together. Now think about it as a story. Probably give this woman a name which will help you form a paragraph around everything. Otherwise we'll end up saying this woman, this woman, this woman all the time, and it will create some kind of abruption and fluency when we are speaking out loud the whole paragraph. So let's name the woman and give her a name that will be Maria. Okay, I'm giving her a name Maria. Now let's start the paragraph. Are you ready? Okay, listen carefully and try speaking with me, or first listen and then you can analyze all the elements that I'm telling you. Maria and her son were reading a book when a picture caught the child's eye. Now, caught the eye. So this is basically an idiom, a phrase, caught the eye. That means the attention went towards something. If something is catching your eye, that means something has caught your attention. That your whole attention is on that particular thing. So the child's attention went towards this particular thing. Okay, from the beginning once again. Maria and her son were reading a book when a picture caught the child's eye. The picture was of a very beautifully decorated vanilla cake. Maria's son loves eating cake. She knows that, and suddenly her son demanded that, "Mom, I want to eat a cake." Upon hearing the request, Maria instantly agreed and they decided to whisk some batter for a vanilla cake. The book was long forgotten and kept lying on the table. Long forgotten. Long forgotten means when you forget about something because you're so excited for something else. So the book was long forgotten and kept lying on the table. Maria quickly whisked some batter, cake batter, in a big black bowl. Her son appeared to be really excited, and Maria and her son were having a great time. To have a great time is that you're enjoying the company of somebody and you're doing something that you love together. Their beautiful dining room, decorated with lots of bottles kept on the shelves and a beautiful plant kept behind Maria, added to the beauty of the situation. The sunlight coming from the huge window beside Maria gave a calmness to the situation, making it a happy memory. Okay, so that's the end of the paragraph. Now you see how we have woven all the characteristics of whatever we have discussed, the words, the sentences, and then the paragraph. It was like on some other level. It was something else. So that is what you need to do when you are starting to think in English. Think in individual words, whatever words you can recognize, then try framing sentences, and then at the end you have to, it's like you are telling a story, you can say, a kind of story. You are telling about a situation, and then you have to weave everything beautifully together and create a beautiful paragraph in English. And you can speak that out loud. It's like you're thinking in English, doing your speaking practice, and you're also strengthening your sentence formation in English too. So a lot of areas of English that are getting attention with this just one method and this one particular activity. So there are ample of pictures out there on Google. If you want, you can actually think about in English based on your personal pictures. When you use some personal pictures, they give you more enthusiasm to do the task. So that was the lesson. That's the end of the lesson. We were thinking in English. We made so many sentences and created a paragraph. It was a complete package. So whenever you want to think in English next time, definitely do take up this activity. If you want more such lessons, do let me know and I'm gonna make another lesson for you. So that's it for today. Keep practicing, keep thinking in English. I'm gonna see you next time. Till then, take care and bye.